The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see. And that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. He's picked his way through, and Guti! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Guti goes short. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Rooney. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that is a little undercooked. Great vision. Nicely weighted ball. Bellingham. Bellingham looking to run onto it. Up he goes! Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. And it's Azar. Bellingham. And it's Pedri. Hullet. And Hernandez. That is good alertness. Guti. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. White does well to get it back. Rooney, look at the space here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Neymar, Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Marquinhos, always a very imposing presence at the back. Odo. Van Dijk. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, super ball! He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Azar.
That was lovely, that.
Lovely feet. Out towards the flank. Hernandez crosses.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Odo. Hernandez. That is ended up in no man's land. Tries to pass it through. Will play through for the wide man. Rooney! Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Hazard is onto this. Van Dijk can get it clear. Rooney! And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Pedri. Pedri is fouled. Hernandez. Marmoush, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He won't be happy with that one. Hernandez. And Adams. White is looking to influence the game from out wide. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Marquinhos clears. And it's Hullet. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And they win it back again. Hazard plays a sharp little ball here. Van Dijk cuts it out. Hernandez. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 10.
And the second half gets underway.
Será reemplazado por...
Argentina really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Argentina do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And this is Puskás. Chance, surely! Against the crossbar. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Rijkaard. Hazard with the foul. Van Dijk. Some resolute defending there. Argentina finding their passes. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Fired deep towards the back post. And here's Messi. Adams is there to clear. Messi. And he's well positioned here. Decent chance! Sticks it away! Argentina are level. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
So, what can they come up with here? They're taking a moment to consider their options.
Argentina have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
De Bruyne. Argentina still have the cards to affect this game. And it's Azar. Son Heung-min, taken back almost at once. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Odo.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is. And it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this.
And the finish! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Barcelona have their third corner. Haaland is there and he can get that clear. Chance for a shot! And that's caused a worry or two. Haaland given the lift of his goal. Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball if he can get there. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Back into the middle, and he was quick to react. Bellingham. Nice sequence of passes this. Oh, he's got a side of goal. Shoots! Goal! Argentina! And the comeback is complete.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Danielson.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Bellingham.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He has found a way through. He's found some space. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Bellingham. Gets a good foot in there. Argentina, moments now away from seeing this one out. And he's there to get it away. Throw in.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5 será reemplazado por
Aimed beyond the defence.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Argentina can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Puskás at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. Rijkaard trying to keep this in. Ah, that's a fine interception. Son Heung-min. Hernandez. Danielson. And that will be the final act. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Haaland picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, what a difference a half can make, Peter. And the second half saw this team full of courage and energy. It's very impressive how this team turned it all around.
Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a